Howdy y'all, Michael here. Today is Saturday, February 22nd, 2025. It is 6:08 a.m. in the morning. I'm running a little late, about 8 minutes late. It's 28 degrees outside. This week was cold. It was really cold. In fact, we had -8 wind chills here. I think Denton got down to -10 wind chills. So that was around 11 degrees, but with the wind, the 20-mile-an-hour winds, it had that wind chill going with 90% humidity. So it was cold. It was really cold. I was layered up, running my space heaters. It was cold. So I'm getting ready to head out to Denton, to Texas Women's University, because today is Skywarn. Come hang out with me. We're at 1201 Old Main Circle here, TWU. This is the Old Main Circle. Guess you can drive all the way around this thing. And that's the entrance right there. It's got a little street sign. I don't think it's really a street, more of a driveway. We were going to the wrong building. It's not this building over here. It's the building over there. So we're gonna repark it. And actually Gerald's gonna move my vehicle because I already got this stuff out and it's just too heavy to keep loading and unloading. But this was the first building for Texas Women's University. So there you go. That's why so with such grandeur. Alright, got the table set up. Here's our Aries group right here, Denton County. FIDCA, that's actually a flag. We'll probably move that here when people start coming in. But it's a little chilly outside, but it's feeling okay in here, that's for sure. Starting to see the crowd forming here. Getting ready for our severe weather training for this year.
Everyone, thank you all for being here. And just a heads up, Denton County, we're about to have a good Skywarn meeting today if you follow our social media. But my name is Samantha Taylor. I'm the new Director of Office of Emergency Management. Just wanted to do a brief presentation to kind of introduce you to our team. We're finally fully staffed and kind of go over our roles and responsibilities here in the office. So you know the array of all hazards that we do plan for. A lot of you guys are integrated with severe weather. We appreciate all the reports that we get in from your great team and the leadership from the ham clubs and CERT and everyone that's involved, because when the disaster hits, it's a team sport, and our office cannot scale up quick enough and fast enough without the support of you all. I mean, you all have been integral in the past disasters, whether it be severe weather or not. It could be COVID with the vaccine hubs, water distribution sites. I mean, you guys are just rock stars and do it all. And we are so thankful for you guys to be a part of the community to help out and make sure we're taking care of Texans. Not only that, taking care of our neighbors.
In case you didn't catch it while ago, I am retiring at the end of this year. And poor Miss Lauren over here has taken me over. And so you'll see a lot of her. A little bit about CERT. We do have a new CERT class next month in March. How are you? And in March, it's open to anybody. We start teaching kids at the age of 9. So if they're interested in emergency management, bring them on. We would love to have them. I do have about 10 open seats right now. And so we would love to have you. And with that being said, I also want to say one thing. Mike Porter, I want to say thank you to you and the ham group. Y'all have been very instrumental in some of the projects that we have been doing, and we appreciate y'all's help. without y'all, we couldn't do the communications, because God only knows we're not good on radios. So even though I'm a ham radio operator, I haven't practiced in many years. So anyway, Lord, I'm going to turn it over to you at this point.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming today. Just a little bit about CERT. If you are interested, like Brenda mentioned.
Hello, my name is Michael Porter. I'm the emergency coordinator for amateur radio in Denton County. In Denton County, we're in Aries County, which is the amateur radio emergency service. Those are some of the things that we deployed on, and I believe CERT was on all but the last one there. MRC, the Medical Reserve Corps, was there as well. So what is Aries? It is the amateur radio emergency service. It's not a club per se. It's actually a part of the ARRL. It is a program, and it's more of the practical application of amateur radio. So we do the amateur radio. We talk on radios. We provide communication. We provide telemetry. Say we have search teams out there, we can actually see on a live map where everybody is using amateur radio technology such as APRS. We also do a lot of things that are outside of amateur radio. So when we deploy, we're a team member, just like the CERT teams and the MRC teams. We're going to get hands-on. You can see one of our team members was passing out cases of water when we had a water emergency in Providence. Was it Providence? I can't remember. And so we're hands-on. We're there to work the disaster, whether it's working on radio or working around radio. We're there to support the mission. We are a what they call ESF number 2, if anybody is into FEMA NIMS, which is the emergency support function, which is communications. We do have partnerships with the NWS, obviously OEM, one of our biggest partnerships. The CERT program, anytime CERT goes out, we're there to support them in any way we can. Of course, Medical Reserve Corps and NGOs such as the American Red Cross and Salvation Army and some of those groups as well. But I just want to say we are very, very fortunate to be in Denton County. Denton County is not about, hey, we're the ones that take care of it. Y'all just do your, y'all just stand aside and let us take care of it. No, they embrace volunteers here. And because of that, I think we're a safer county. We have more of a community. And I just want to say thank you to Denton County for that. How many here are amateur radio operators? Yeah. All right. So how many here are in a RACES or Aries program? That's awesome. That's awesome. How many are Denton County Aries? That's great. That's great. So appreciate y'all very much. I just want to point out a couple of members here, and there's a lot of people that are behind the curtain. Gerald Marchand, can you raise your hand over there, sir? Gerald's the godfather of radio. We call him the godfather. Anything that happens in Denton County when it comes to radio, whether it's public safety radios, amateur radios, GMRS, he's got his hand in it. And he is what I call my Elmer. So we have weird terms in amateur radio. Elmer is basically a mentor, and it's not only ham radio that he mentors me in, and the technology and all that. I'm not an engineer. I'm a practical application guy. But even how to work a program during a disaster, he's been on several deployments himself. So I just want to recognize him. He does our membership coordinating. And Mike Nelson, I'm going to make you stand, sir. Mike Nelson is our assistant emergency coordinator for Denton County Aries, and he's also a captain with CERT. These programs go hand in hand. Mike's also the section emergency coordinator for the North Texas section, so that's covering 68 counties. We don't have the hierarchy like you would think where he's a command over us. What the section does is they support our programs, and they're always making sure we're taken care of. And they may call us out to help another county. In fact, I think this last year we had an EMS system radio, and they asked us to come out to find where a rogue signal was coming in to kill their repeater. So we work together as much as we can. When the tornadoes came out, we were making calls along the section, just saying, hey, what do you have in your county? Do you have resources? And we were just getting things set up in case we had to deploy and have to have communications trailers and extra radios and things such as that. So thank you, Mike. I appreciate all you do. And he is very integral to our operations here. Aries role in Skywarn. I want to make something abundantly clear. A lot of hands raise their hands here that are not Aries members. And that does not mean we're not going to be using Skywarn. With Skywarn, you do not need to be an Aries member to participate. And I just want to make that abundantly clear because we need your information. It's critical for the safety of our county. And just to let you know a little bit about Renette, a little bit of radio etiquette. A lot of times people don't practice using radios. That's why I say if you do have a ham license, please get on the air. We want you on the air, okay? So now this radio right here is a, we call, in ham radio speak, we call them HTs. We call them handy-talkies. You probably know them as walkie-talkies or portable radio. During a storm, there is a lot of energy that interferes with RF, which we call radio frequency, or just radio traffic, period. So these are great during fair weather. We have a robust repeater system. It's actually on the tower right here in TWU, on top of their dormitory tower here. It's 300 watts output, and then we have all these radio towers throughout the county and surrounding the county that just listen and retransmit it to the repeater. So a lot of times you can get on a repeater with an HD. Well, when you have the storm system coming in, we have what's called the noise floor. And the storm causes so much interference, it actually raises the noise floor. So these are not as effective when you're calling into a Skywarn net. I mean, if you have to, use it, but if you, but I would prefer a mobile, something that can do 20 watts or more. So now during our nets, we're going to set up what we call the MRC. No, it's not the Medical Reserve Corps, it's the minimum reporting criteria. It gives you, I'll start the net about winds 35 miles or greater in any size hail. Obviously, we don't want clear sky. We don't want, you know, hey, the sun's shining here, or hey, when's the storm coming? Come to me. We don't need that traffic. We want as quiet a net as we can. So, but storm may start getting more and more intense, and all of a sudden, the entire county is covered up in pea-size hail. At that time, we don't need those reports. We need to know about the golf ball, maybe even baseball size hail or greater. So you're welcome to put a report in. Just make sure it doesn't fall below minimums because we're trying to cut down the traffic to get the critical things that we need to have. Now, with the radio, I want you, when you are going to transmit, make sure you key down, hesitate. Don't start talking right away. Key down, wait a full second or two. And I know it's dead air, but if you just key down and start talking, we're going to miss the beginning of your transmission. Also, when you're talking on radio and you have a mic, don't let the mic like this. It's kind of hard to understand you, and it's going to distort. Talk across the mic, turn it sideways, or maybe a 45-degree angle. So we can, because communication is very vital for that. Now, when you call in for a report, you call net control. Net control, this is KF5LEJ. And then you wait, you release it. You need to make sure that they will acknowledge you before they start reading the report. It's incredibly busy at the net control station or dispatch. It's called dispatch for those that are not on ham radio. We have things going on. I may be talking to Samantha or one of the emergency management crews. I may be talking with some of my coordinators that are helping me in the background. We have multiple people working together during a storm behind the scenes at the same time, but there's a lot of distractions and there's a lot going on. So make sure they are ready to take your message, because if you say, net control, I am getting pea-size hail to call me. And I'm like, what happened? I missed it. So just make sure you're acknowledged before you give a report. And of course, I just knocked my notes out. Yes? Okay, I will. And remember, when you give your report, give your call sign. We want two things in the report. We want to know what the report is. We also want to know where you're at. So you can do that one of two ways. You can do vectoring, which I call. So I live on the northern part of the colony, about a mile from the center of town. So I'll say, when I give my report, I said, P-size L, 1 mile north, the colony. So they know that I'm on the northern part of the colony. It's not a huge town. Now, if you're at a major intersection, I'm at 380 and 35 E. We know where that is. Weather Service knows where it is if it's a major intersection. But if you're like, I'm on the corner of Altman and Seymour and Dallas, where is that? You know, but just try to do city centers if you can. Don't say, oh, I'm at Grandscape. How many people know what Grandscape is? Okay. You'd be amazed. Do you know what Grandscape is? Oh, wow. You should, well, people are like, what's Grandscape? Because when it was new, nobody knew where it was. So, most importantly, if you want to get ridiculed on the net, do not report marble size hell. That's a common thing. We're like, well, what size are those marbles? I mean, in fact, I had one of our younger operators says, yeah, I'm looking forward to Skywarn so I can learn how to report my marbles. So those are not amateur radio licenses. I do highly recommend it. I also recommend you get a GMRS license as well. I will preach that as the day is long. GMRS is for your family. That's going to be your emergency communications plan for your family. I lost power in the colony for about 4 hours a couple of weeks ago. AT&T went down. We couldn't talk to each other, but my son was able to communicate with me on GMRS. So always have an emergency plan. Now, there's lots of opportunities. Go to the ham table. The ham radio clubs offer training to get your license. They offer training for everything. Areas we're not going to give you training. We're not going to give you training for how to use radio and all that. That's what the ham radio clubs do, and they do it well, and they support the ARES program. ARES is not a club per se, but we are a program that the club support. And then study to the test. Don't study to learn everything about ham radio. I'm not an engineer. I'm an extra class licensee. I've learned a lot by doing after I get my license. So you get your license, that's your license to learn. But study to the test. On my extra class license test, I know that a Chevy-Chev filter has a ripple in the passband with a sharp cutoff. I also know 141 degrees is the correct answer. I don't remember what the question was. So study to the test and practice by doing. That's the only way you're going to really learn. Get involved in a ham club. We have a ham club meeting coming up next week, Monday. Okay, Monday, 7 o'clock. Please visit the table out there. We'd love to get you hooked up in it. So thank you very much.
If you have any more questions regarding the ham club areas, Mike's your man. All right, we're going to pass this on to Patricia with National Weather Service and get us kicked off. Yeah, thanks for being here.
My name is Patricia Sanchez. I'm originally from Puerto Rico. So sorry if my, woohoo, oh, awesome, love it, thank you.
All right, we got the PIO box in the truck. It was a great session, and we're going to head out to Frilly's, which is a kind of a traditional place for us to go to after Skywarn. I don't think we've gone there every single time, but we are this time. So we're at Frilly's, which is a Cajun seafood kitchen here since 2000. They got some good food here.
Here, everybody.
All right. Well, a group of us decided to eat at Frilly's. This is kind of the tradition for us to eat out here after every Skywarn. So it's Lauren. Y'all haven't met Samantha yet. Samantha's Lauren and Samantha both work for emergency management out here. Mike, you met Mike. You met Gerald. I don't think you met Tim yet.
Not yet.
So hi, Tim. And Farrell.
How about that? You
Hey, I remembered your name. And that's Lynn. And that's Lynn. Hey, just remember, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But I'm having fun doing it. That's right. It's mahi with crawfish and what?
Oh, mahi and a white wine cream sauce with crawfish and some veggies.
Very good. And it's keto, right?
It better be.
There you go. Well, I like the veggies too. That's very nice.
Yeah, we could have some sausage in there, some andouille sausage maybe. Looks good to me.
That's a good brown of milk. You gotta do the gram here. This is crawfish etouffee with the white rice. And while I was down, that's some serious catfish right there.
Hey.
134. That's a big one right there. The hurricane coming. Or the hurricane.
Go both of them together.
All right, great meal. Great meal. We're just having some fun out here. Getting ready to head back to get the PIO box back on the Georgetown, which is the RV. That's where it's stored. And it looks like we got our work cut out for us to get that PIO box back in order. So it's a public information officer box. We try to advertise all the different clubs in the county and what you can do with amateur radio. So, all right, on to the next place. Now here's the fun part. Moving that beast again. So here's the fun part. We're inside the Georgetown. And that barely fits through the door there. I'm huffing and I'm puffing. And I feel like blowing this house down. That's a heavy little dude. What a heavy little dude. There we go. All right. And there we go. We're done. That was our annual Skywarn training, and I'm tired. I'm gonna go home. It was a lot of fun. Got to hang out with the Channel 4 weather team for a bit and chat with them. And it's time to go home. Great presentations from all that were involved. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed seeing others and their input and their insights on things. And Weather Service has always got a good presentation, and Channel 4 did too, and emergency management. So I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm having fun doing it. But for now, y'all take care, be safe. Bye. Just remember, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm having fun doing it. That's right.